Welcome to Universal AI University. Today we are here to learn more about Executive MBA program which is in Universal AI University. So for that, to throw light on more and how it is a game changer for working professionals, we have with us the Academic Dean of Universal AI University, Dr. Kamatchi ma'am. So ma'am, would you like to tell us more about how Executive MBA program runs and how Universal AI University is different from top Executive MBA programs?
Yeah. So first of all, I'm happy to mention that ours is the first, AI university. For that, I should be thankful to UGC who has given us the permission to start this AI university in this academic year. So when you look into the, EMBA program, it is especially designed for the working professionals.
Yeah.
Okay, so how our program is different from a, normal EMBA program? It is a AI-enabled EMBA program. So that is the one main differentiator which we are having, and as a the first AI university, we are carrying the responsibility of infusing this AI as a part of every program whatever we are running in this university.
Okay.
So we have created a AI ecosystem.
Yeah.
Normally you might have seen the programs like MBA in artificial intelligence or MBA in data science. But here, MBA is a part of each and every program, whether you take it like a design program, whether you take it as a management program, whether it is an undergraduate program. In the similar line, we have also created our Executive MBA program infused with artificial intelligence.
Okay. So, ma'am, as incorporating AI into EMBA program is very innovative, actually. So, can you give some more insights about the kind of AI applications or the practical experience we can expect during the curriculum?
Okay, so if you look into the the current scenario of the industry is completely going through a 360-degree change. If you hear the kind of the investment our government or the entire world is putting into the AI development, the technology innovation, that it is a need of the hour that every one of us we are supposed to get upskilling and this reskilling abilities.
Yeah.
So every institution and every industry is now investing on their employees reskilling the process.
Yeah.
As a part of that reskilling process, they have to either go through some courses they have to pick to equip themselves, or some of the tools and techniques they are supposed to learn. So this is also another opportunity that you are doing a complete management program wherein you are going to learn about the AI implementation in your core sector.
Yeah.
See, for example, you are working with the finance sector. So tomorrow you have to go through some kind of AI implement. It is not only AI, it is a technology which is evolving. So you should understand that how it is going towards this kind of a machine intelligence and machine learning. So this is an opportunity for all the working professionals that whatever be the domain, so they are going to learn how the technology can be, used as an additional tool for them to produce well in their field wherever they are working with. So that is how our program has been designed.
Wow, ma'am, that is so true. As I guess because the AI technology is using in every field. So, ma'am, can you explain more about AI-enabled curriculum which we are using in our...
Yeah, so AI-enabled curriculum, if you look into this is, in three different ways that, we are producing. One, you are learning the core technology. So, see, that, how to develop. So, whatever we are using like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So, we are all using ChatGPT today. So, many people know how to use it as a tool that, if I put in some of the things over there, I'll be getting some output and I can read and I can ready-made produce that to my clients. So that is how to use it, the people are all aware of. But what is working behind that? So one is using the tool. The second is understanding about the tool. What is happening behind that? What is going through that? So if I want to fine tune that, so what kind of wordings I am supposed to use? That's what we are talking about, the prompt engineering.
Yes.
So the right prompt if you give, you get the right information. So I no need to put in my efforts in finalizing or proofreading the content, whatever has been generated by the ChatGPT. So if I understand the prompt engineering well, to create the prompts well, so that is a technology behind it. So one is using the tool. Second, to understand the technology behind that. Number 3, I want to develop something into that. So there is a ChatGPT. there are certain applications available. So you might have heard about the mobile apps, which was getting generated. And we're all using the apps. Some people, they're developing the apps for their business. Am I right? That you are starting a hotel business or you are starting a small boutique and you want to have your own app.
Yes.
So you're developing your own app. The similar way, I want to create my own AI application. So these are the 3 different ways how we can infuse the AI into the curriculum. So we are trying to do based on the customer perspective, that we are having the provision like you can understand about the tools which you can use for your, the domain. And we are also giving little bit about your, sometimes the people are having the fear that I don't have a technology background.
Yeah.
So I'm not done anything in technology. So all of a sudden you are telling, oh, this is an AI MBA. So how am I going to learn about the technology? One, I'm scared of technology. Second, I don't want to learn the technology, but I want to understand the technology. Yes, we are having tools and techniques which you don't require any domain knowledge at all. Okay, so you can, there are, HR tools are available, finance tools are available. For example, if you look into the HR domain, like HR, normally what we say, L&D is a process and they are having customer engagement. So for that, there are a lot of tools available. So instead of doing that manual process again and again in a multiple rounds, let me use a particular tool and how effectively use that tool. That is what we are going to teach in our EMBA program. So the similar way is applicable for other domains.
Other domains too. Yeah. So many learners feel that okay, we should have the knowledge of technology. So ma'am, my next question was about like is technical proficiency is requisitive for this domain for learning MBA?
If you ask me that, we are all having a technology knowledge. We only say that we hesitate to say that or to learn the technology. But you tell me in today's scenario, how many of the people are directly going and buying the things? So immediately we are using the apps. So if I have to travel somewhere, the first thing what I'm using is I'm using the app to understand that what could be the best route or what could be the best hotels available. And even customized things are coming to us. So behind that, the intelligence is working. Everybody is having the understanding about the technology. It is not that today nobody can say that I can't be a part of this technology game. You have to be, and you're already in.
Yeah.
Only the difference is that am I going to learn it the better way to utilize that to support and complement to the work, whatever I'm doing, the manual work which I am doing, it is going to add upon some value to it. Is it going to ease out my job or is it going to complement to my job? Yes, that is what you are going to learn about. So little bit of an attitude change that I know I will learn, and without any technical proficiency, definitely this can be learned.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, just like the learners who are looking for EMBA, that doesn't not only enhance the skills of that, but also align with their personal values. So, can you throw some light on how the ethical consideration in AI that will cover the curriculum?
The ethical consideration is a very, very big part. The moment artificial intelligence and the ChatGPT was introduced, everybody always raised one question: is it necessary to be in the educational field? Is it, in today's scenario, if you see the school-going children are also, any assignment is given, even for the young generation, if you give anything without the mobile and the ChatGPT, they can't do anything independently. So this is very, very important for us to understand that the knowledge about the ethical values and the policies about the AI framework, how to utilize it, what kind of a legal framework has been created by the government, and whether it is going to be a positive thing for the working force, or it is going to create any kind of this kind of ethical issues in later point of time. That clarity will be coming only when you learn about the practices. Number one. Number two, about the individual values and interests. If you see, we are having 25 to 30 applications available. So every individual has a different way of working and different expectations. So this one HR and the from one organization and the HR person from the other organization, the way they handle the human relation is completely different. So your style is different, the other person's style is different. So depending on that style, it is able to understand what is a artificial intelligence? It is going to understand your style, and accordingly it is going to provide the solutions. So that is the advantage of learning about the artificial intelligence. So every person belonging to the same domain can take this artificial intelligence tools in a different way. They can utilize in a different way. So the output is going to be completely different. So another advantage with this EMBA program is that mostly you are getting the people from multiple domain. They are going to come and learn together. So this will be a knowledge sharing. So normally I say that peer learning adds upon more value to you. In today's scenario, that the classroom learning is only 30%, or when it comes to the PG level, it's only 20%, and the peer learning and from the the experiential learning. So in this kind of an executive MBA program, that experiential learning and peer learning is going to be in a different level.
Okay. So ma'am, as we say in our network, our networks, so the learners are interested more in networking opportunities actually. So how does the program facilitates connections with the fellow students or with the industry professionals?
Yeah, so this I'll be putting it in two different ways. One, the thing is that our entire curriculum is delivered majorly by the industry experts. So they are also, this is more of a teaching learning process. It is sharing their experience. Because these are all working professionals who are going to take up this EMBA program. So when they are coming, they are sharing their experience, and the experts who are going to, in the higher level or with the, years of experience in their working field, they are going to come and share their knowledge. It is like knowledge sharing. So this is, by the way, it is a, knowledge
sharing,
problem solving.
Yes.
So whatever the real-time problem challenges they have faced in their organization, they can find a solution here. Am I right? So
yeah.
Mostly the entire batch is going to be the working professional. So everybody, normally when we are giving the capstone project to our MBA students, we have to find a problem. But here the problems are already ready within. So they share their problem, they find a solution together. So this kind of a peer learning mechanism will be an advantage for this program.
Yes, ma'am. So ma'am, as a working professional, time is a significant factor. So how flexible is the EMBA program, and how does it accommodate the demand of full-time jobs and personal life?
Yeah, that is a unique feature which we are having. And the second thing, I should be thankful to the UGC also, which is bringing in this kind of a, thanks to pandemic also, the hybrid mode of teaching has started. We started realizing hybrid teaching only after the pandemic. And now the UGC is also telling that 50% can be online, so that we can invite the experts from different universities, foreign universities, maybe from the working professionals. By considering all this framework and the statutory requirements, we have also created our EMBA program. Like 1 week they will, it's online, 1 week will be the offline program. And once in a month, we bring our students to our campus, which is completely a green campus. So that is also an added advantage. We are the complete green campus, and we emphasize a lot on ESG projects. So we have come out with our two ESG reports. It's the only university which has come out with 2 ESG reports within a short span of time. So that our students are also going to get benefited out of this ESG projects by understanding that whatever ways and means this can be used in their own day-to-day jobs. Because now entire industry is talking about the ESG implementation. So that is also an added opportunity for them whenever they are visiting our campus.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are very grateful and delightful that you're here, and you threw light on many things that we've got to know. And as you are a working professional, and if you want to elevate your career, so consider the EMBA program in Universal AI University. And who knows, it can be a game changer for you. Thank you.